This is Rocks the Core Podcast, and I'm your host, Warita Wimbush. And this is a Raquel Roxette, Stage Left Planet, and Lilia Productions production. And today's episode is Crowley and Jay-Z. Jay-Z's concern for his children in the face of the allegations of his being involved with intimately assaulting a 13-year-old at a 2000s Grammy after party with Sean Diddy Combs. Let's talk about it. One would say, why would I mention Crowley? I mention Crowley in the light of this matter because Jay-Z says that he is concerned about the embarrassment and harassment that his children may face and more than likely will face and encounter in context of these allegations that have been brought against him. My question is, why wasn't Jay-Z concerned about his children when he went on to promote and espouse the teachings of Satanists and practitioner of the Lima and Trans-Yugathian magic, Aleister Crowley? Aleister Crowley proclaimed himself to be the beast, even had 666 tattooed on his forehead at some point, right? So, with that being said, let's talk a little bit about the type of Satanism and the Lima and Trans-Yugathian magic that Aleister Crowley practiced. It involved, to the point, it involved young children, particularly little boys. And where was Jay-Z's wherewithal for and consciousness for thought and consideration for his children, the influence that he would have upon them, and the impact, or the influence that his actions would have upon them, and the impact that their lives would have upon them as a result of him proclaiming to be a follower of Aleister Crowley. Aleister Crowley promoted doing horrible things to little children. He was an absolute disgusting demon, a devil. He was a devil, a ghoul. This is who Jay-Z promotes. He even wore a shirt, a top stating a quote by Aleister Crowley saying, "Do what thou wilt." So, how in rejection of these accusations brought against him by Tony Busby's client, how can he say he's concerned about the seriousness of the allegations because they involve children? How can he be that concerned when he didn't care about children when he went around promoting Aleister Crowley and also rapping about, became a billionaire rapping about selling drugs and bringing harm to children? It's in his lyrics. So why all of a sudden is he just so concerned about the kids? His wife discussed using pages of the Holy Scripture as a method of stopping her menses, right? In her song Denial from the Lemonade album. How is it that he and his wife are such beacons of the utmost righteousness all of a sudden? You know, when they've been making their money spreading debauchery and buffoonery to the black community and the world global society as a whole. How on earth is it that we are supposed to buy into them caring about children when Beyonce went and spoke on behalf, spoke on behalf, advocated for Kamala Harris, who is in full support of murdering unborn children, children whose bodies are developing, who are developing in their mother's wombs. Sorry about this shadow from my phone. She is in full support of it to the point that she didn't even care that Kamala Harris offered and she allowed Planned Parenthood to perform abortions in the city of Chicago outside of one of her rallies. The murder of children right outside of Kamala Harris's rallies. Yet we're supposed to believe that, well, the murder of unborn children. Yet we're supposed to believe that Jay-Z and Beyonce are so concerned about the well-being of children, or maybe just only their kids, because Beyonce didn't think nothing about introducing the world to a demon named Sasha Fierce that she gives credit for giving her talent, because she says she can't sing like Sasha. She says that she can't dance like Sasha. And I'm like, that's pathetic, because I would rather watch Milli Vanilli old footage of Milli Vanilli performing, lip syncing to the band, the real Milli Vanilli. I would rather see them up there dancing and lip syncing to those people, watch Robin Fab, than to be entertained by a whole real live demon that Beyonce ushers out there in her live performances and probably in the studio. It's like, who is she? Do we even really know what she sounds like? Have we ever really seen her actually perform? Or or is it just been this big puppet show, this flesh puppet show that she has been grifting audiences with for years? Because she say she can't sing like Sasha, she can't dance like Sasha. So why should we even pay one red nickel to see this farce of a performance where she's introducing nothing but pure evil into the world with that devil named Sasha Fierce, who, to say it's supposed to be some sort of supernatural devil, it can't sing worth a freaking dime. I'm like, how you gonna be a devil and a supernatural entity, and that's the best you can do? That's the best you can sing. That's all you can do. Shame on you. That's pathetic. You supposed to get up there and be like a combination. It's supposed to get up there and be like a combination of Minnie Riperton and Michael Jackson up there performing. Get up there like Luciano Pavarotti tearing it up. But no, we get some tacky, tawdry burlesque show from somebody who goes on to admit that they can't sing like that, they can't dance like that. And I'm like, wait a minute, that means that Etta James had every right to be pissed off about her not getting her flowers and respect for the movie, for her contribution, because the movie was largely based on her and Muddy Waters, the movie Cadillac Records. So I'm like, wait a minute, Etta James had every right to take issue with it, and Beyonce should have lip synced to Etta James' music because she can't sing like that. Anyway, so they worried about their kids. What about other people's children? What about these unborn children? They have no problem with being ripped apart and shredded and murdered in their mother's wombs. They don't have a problem with those children being murdered for profit by a racist institution created for the purpose of depopulating the black community for population control purposes globally, not just in America, but the across the African diaspora. Anyway, this is what I wanted to say. How dare they get on a soapbox and try to even say, oh, the seriousness of the allegations about the children. You didn't care about nobody's children, not even thinking about your own future kids. At the time, you were grifting the public for your garbage, evil poison that you call music and entertainment. So don't start jumping on a high horse trying to pretend like you care now. This is Rocks the Core, where we seek and bring the truth in a world of deception. I'm your host, Warita Wimbush, and as I say on my Stage Left Planet podcast, focus on God.